And welcome back. So Bradley Carnell from City SC didn't win the MLS Coach of the Year award. Pat Noonan from Cincinnati via DeSmet did. But if you win the Western Conference with an expansion team, you've had a heck of a year coaching. My chat with Bradley is tonight's Sunday Conversation. I know you haven't actually been inactive, you've been busy, but has there been a time during this offseason where you just reflected, we just had an historical season, and you sat down and you thought, we did it? I mean, we were really special.
Yeah, the more I thought that we did it, the more I thought that we could have done more. So we never really felt too comfortable. We never got too loose. We never relaxed. And even now when we're reflecting, even though it was a near perfect season, we found holes to poke at us, right? So the staff, we had good sort of reflective sessions, debriefing sessions. We've had one-on-ones with the players, so we've had good calculated discussions, healthy discussions. We've challenged each other as a staff, and we look forward to the future.
So in those staff meetings, I don't know if you can relay this to me, but what's the one thing you have to get better at?
Yeah, listen, there's all areas, there's four sides of the ball plus set pieces, right? There's 4 moments of the game. So we have the ball, we don't have the ball, we transition in the attack, we transition in the defense. We have set pieces for us, we have set pieces against us. How do we act in those phases to come out on top? So, yeah, a few of those phases, we felt that, we dropped the ball a little bit, and we're looking to tighten the belt in a couple of these. So obviously you speak broad terms, XGs and all of this. We want to get better in the final third creating. I mean, we scored a ton of goals, but we want to get a little bit more deliberate and intentional with our style of play in the final third. And giving up big moments, I thought we conceded too many goals at the, to the run-in at the end of the season. And that's something where we want to tighten the belt.
So you know more about soccer than anybody I've ever met. But I understand this offseason you went to Chicago for more training to be a better coach. How could you learn more?
No, listen, I mean, I think this part of the developmental phase for me as a person, as a coach, aspiring to get to a certain level. I think it's just the coaching, the learning never stops. And
what'd you learn?
The learning should never stop. And it's not more about soccer. It's nothing about tactics. It's nothing really. It's more about the leadership part of the game. And for me as a young leader, I think I need to tap into different avenues and different moments where I can grow as a leader, and that's what I'm excited to do and progress my knowledge and be able to share and impart that knowledge. And I'm a servant of the game, so anything that I can acquire and then portray and give out to my players and help them along their career pathways and journeys to achieve their dreams, that's worth it for me.
All right, before I let you go, I'm going to ask you some no-hedging questions. You got to be fast. All right, here we go. What player on the team plays most like you used to play?
Most like I used to play? Interesting one. I mean,
can't hedge.
I can't hedge. Man, I don't know. Maybe a Tim Parker.
And you show favoritism to him because of that? Because he plays like you?
No, it's different positions. It's different positions, and he has different. We have similar traits. He's very brave to defend. He never pulls out of a tackle, and that's kind of how I play.
Favorite restaurant in St. Louis?
Oh, we've been there before. Like favorite, I always said Citizen Kane. I
really
enjoyed
strong.
that in Kirkwood.
Yeah,
I like that one. Yep. Tavern, Kitchen and Bar in Valley Park. That's a great one as well.
If there were not a thing called soccer in this world, what do you think you'd be doing with your life right now?
I would be probably pushing the buttons in motorsport. I love to drive. I love to ride motorbikes. I love to live on the edge a little bit.
In the middle of the season, to get away from soccer, what's the one thing that can keep your mind off the game?
A little bit of golf.
First time you walked out on that field with 22,000, you looked up and you thought what?
I didn't think about it, because the moment you start thinking about it, you start to overthink decisions, and I always have a good way of blocking it out.
Final thought. Let's say 10 years from now, you're ending your great coaching career.
I hope not.
Well, maybe it's 20. How would you like to be remembered?
Yeah, listen, just a coach who, put it all out there, gave players opportunities, created long-lasting foundations and platforms for a project to succeed, right? And I know I'm not going to be the last. I know I am the first, and I'm not going to be the last. But, I just want those lasting impressions, or the impressions to be lasting in a good and positive way.